Hello, everyone. Hello, welcome to Monday. Yeah, I see you guys in the parking lot, tailgating, getting ready. I hope you're not doing anything illegal or anything your parents wouldn't approve of. Um, but because it's just I feel responsible for leading you astray. So hello, happy Monday. Welcome to another Jeff Word episode of Go Jeff Yourself. I don't think I'm explicit enough with that title. I've always used it, but I've never really said it. I never really said, "Hey, welcome to another episode of Go Jeff Yourself." And I could see now why that wasn't a good idea, because telling you to go Jeff yourself doesn't fill me with happiness. I'm not somebody who likes doing that. So, hello, Mark, Mike, Flash, triple 001 Bear. That's a new one. I've not seen that name in here. So hello to you. Hardcover Fanatic, how goes it? Good to see you. It's Monday. It's going. Alexia, good to see you. Jason, I assume that you're Jesse Garcia there because it says J Gark 1333. And you've come up with a new term for yourselves, the Jefflings. That's cool. So good to see you, Kevin Collector. I don't know if you guys are changing your usernames on me, but that's fine. That's fine. Keep me on my toes. I'm like super distracted and easily confused. So it's really not gonna be hard to do that. That shirt is awesome. Yes. So the shirt is good advice. It's follow your dreams from Freddy Krueger. It's like he's a children's show, I believe, on the BBC. I'm not 100% on that. So where's he from? Springwood? Elmwood? Nightmare on Elm Street. Springwood? I don't know where he lives. Good evening, Christopher Bowers. It's weird tonight because my name is not coming up as Flash. I know. I think they're messing with everybody because usually Jesse Garcia is just Jesse. It's actually showing our usernames versus our nicknames. I know. I'm not sure why. What's up? Well, who are you, 001 Bear? Who are you? Like, what's your real name? Yeah, I don't know why that is. I didn't change any settings. I barely launched the live. It's like right up to the last second, just like I don't even know what I'm doing. And then I realized when I did that commercial, I realized a couple of things when I did the commercial. Like, this channel never had quality control. It just never did. And when I was cobbling together that video out of old clips, I'm like, wow, it's humbling is what it is. I've persisted despite myself. My number one enemy is me, and I kept showing up. I kept plugging away, and doing my thing. Hey, Patty, I didn't say hi to you. Good to see you, Patty. Sometimes I think this is just playing tricks on me. We've been stripped in public. Brandon Carr, okay, Bear, good to see you. Okay. Springwood. I like the commercial. Thank you, Patty. You're in it. No quality control doesn't mean there's no quality. That's a really good. I think that would be a great tagline. But I also realize I yell into every microphone. I also realize I yell. And the sound equipment just can't handle it. Just like, it's just like, Jesus, what's this guy doing to me? So, I showed Stephanie, she made the video. I told her I was too ugly. Mike, I seriously was just going through my phone and pulling off photos from what's it called? Fracassi Fest, the spiritual prequel to JEFCON. And I didn't have any with you, but I have pictures with you somewhere, Mike. Oh, Mike, I have pictures of you at JEFCON, but when I was going through them, I just grabbed some and I didn't see it. So you should have made it. Oh man, I'm telling you, there's so many things. I wish I could do and include everybody, but I can't. So now you made me feel guilty, but justifiably so. I think I deserve it. Philip Fracassi finally got to meet me. Lucky him. Yeah, I saw the pic. And you are in a story of his, Jesse Garcia, but you think it's a coincidence. I bet you it's not. You probably paid him. Well, you picked the better half. I think the butterfly tattoo was like, oh yes, the butterfly tattoo. I don't know. But I'm curious now what is on my phone. There were some I had to delete because they just weren't. I had them in the video, and the video was just getting too long, and it wasn't lining up. So I had to make some calls. That video was sitting in my brain for like 3 weeks, and then I finally did it today. Anyway, let's check in with the Magic Duff Bucket, who was also in the video. I cut out several clips I had of the Magic Duff Bucket. There's a whole sequence of me dipping into the bucket over and over. But let's see what you got. You got a black Colossus. Now, I knew when I was going to pull this out of the Duff Bucket and tell you all I have a black Colossus that I should stop talking immediately after I say that. Because any joke I make, anything I say further after I have a black Colossus is not going to be well received. It's going to be ill-advised. So I just want to let everybody know. So I'm going to open it up. This has 15% ABV, I believe. Didn't I drink one last week? I don't remember. Maybe that's what I did. I don't remember if I introduced it, if I told you what it was, if I just poured it and drank it. No, last week was End of Days. That's right. The End of Days bourbon barreled End of Days. This is also barrel aged. I had 4 of them. This is my last one. Because I don't know. I can't explain it, officer. I had 4. I'm down to the last one. Where the other 3 went, I can't tell you because that would be incriminating myself. And I have a Fifth Amendment right. Do we still have rights? Do we? I don't know. I don't know if we do anymore. But cheers to self-incrimination. And JEFCON. Jeff word right there. Well, perfect. See, Jesse, I can't read your comment. Good evening, Lance. Good evening. Evening, everyone. Zach's here. Closed on our house today. Congratulations. Cheers to you, Zach. Oh, your first time home buyer in a crazy time where nobody can afford a house. You did it. You did it, Zach. Cheers. I have a baby Colossus. Oh, Jason Murphy's here. Good to see you, Jason. We were just congratulating Zach on home ownership. It's a good vibe. It's a good feeling. Let's keep that. Hey, Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. is here. I don't think I didn't notice you were absent last week, Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr., who has a role in my book, in my chapbook. He's got a role. And I really wish as I'm sitting here now, I'm like, there's so many people I needed to bake into that chapbook, but I just couldn't do it. Not everybody. And there were some really big, important people I couldn't bake in. And it's bumming me out right now. But I have to make these calls. I have to. So good to see you. Has anyone received their Levidian numbered Leviathan yet? No, I haven't. I don't think it was no, I haven't. I'm also waiting for Stinger from Levidian. So I hope. I did get something shipped to the house, and it was coming from Mechanicsburg, whatever, Pennsylvania, where Brian ships from. And I was like, oh, is this a Levidian thing? Because that's the only time I get stuff. And I don't have anything in the house from Levidian. So I don't know what it was. But I have not gotten it. Odd how all the names have changed. Yes. You can always do a sequel. Yes, I can. I actually could. I actually could with what I wrote. Um, well, I'm acting like that's groundbreaking. I actually could. I'm one of the rare. I'm a rare storyteller who can actually expand my work into subsequent stories. It's a thing I call the sequel. um, yes, I realize when I talk that maybe I shouldn't, but this story would be pretty interesting. And that's actually how I was going to go about it. Anyway, I'm getting into it, and I think part of the way you just kicked my brain into gear thinking about the story is why it was such a real to create a chapbook and write this story for us and have fun with it. And fun I had mighty fun writing it. I really loved it. But it's almost 10,000 words. It could have easily been much longer. And I think in retrospect it deserved to be much longer. I needed to really explore the space, and maybe I took on too ambitious of a concept to put it into 10,000 words. But you guys are the judge. I cannot judge it now. Now it'll be out there and it'll be for everybody to read, and well, 150 people to read. And it'll be interesting. And then, yes, I'm going to look into doing other things because that was a lot of fun. I really did enjoy it. It was a totally different muscle than nonfiction or writing in general. It was a pretty wild experiment, and I'd love to revisit the lab and cook something else up. Um, just don't sell the rights to Disney. Well, Mitch is going to steal the rights and leave me homeless, and then it'll be a revenge story for my children. Will avenge me. Keep it going then. Expand and release the novella. Yeah, maybe you're onto something, Mike, because seriously, I don't know how anybody does it. Definitely somebody with more experience than I have. I've written a lot of fiction, so that don't get me wrong. I've written a lot of stuff, just not probably as ambitious. And I don't know how they can stop tinkering with it. I don't know how Philip says this is it, because you can always go back and look and smooth things out and say, "Oh, this would be a great thing to add." And then you can get in your own way and bog it down and make it cumbersome, and you could screw the pacing up, and you could add too much and weigh it down. But I bet you Philip reads his stuff back, and every author reads their stuff back and just goes, maybe I could have done this or that differently. Or maybe they're just good at it. And they know when they've done it and it's done and it's as good as it's going to get. It's fully baked and it's a beautiful baby. I did get an email from PayPal that Thunderstorm sent something out today. Oh, really? Well, Thunderstorm created, I think, a shipping. I didn't get a shipping notice from Thunderstorm, but I got in my informed delivery a notice that a shipping label was created. Label, yeah. Now I think I'm saying words wrong when I say them absolutely correctly. Was created in Arizona, and I can only assume that's Thunderstorm. Now he's sending out replacement Jexes. He's sending out 4 to Die For. I did not ask for a replacement Jex because my Jex, she's perfect. And I didn't want to do the whole thing. So I know probably how hard it is to make the money. And if I have something I'm totally happy with, that's not even lip service. Like I'm not happy with my Stand Artist Edition tray case. It's got a ding, but I'm not going to even deal with Cemetery Dance ever again.
Like, oh, it's like so liberating, you know? And it's not worth it to me. It's not worth it to me. But and so there's the reason I'm not reaching out to them. But I have, have had products that I wasn't happy with, and I was more than ready and willing to say, hey, dude, this didn't come out the way you probably would like it. Definitely not the way I like it. I need a replacement. But Jex was perfect. I loved it. So that could be it for sure. It could be the Fracassis. Got the same email from Thunderstorm and curious if that is Jex. Yeah. Sup? Sorry I'm late. What's going on, Jim? Probably not the Fracassi. I got nothing about a Thunderstorm shipment. It's got to be Jex then. But I shouldn't be getting one. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know how that happened. I got a label was created in Phoenix, and maybe it's not even Thunderstorm, but it's media mail. It's from Phoenix. The clues add up. Maybe it was just easier on Paul to just look at everybody who got a Jex and just like, I'm sending them out. That's it. Everybody's covered. I don't know. Which would be cool. I'm not going to kick Jex out of bed. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to have another copy. Oh, yes. I forgot about Jex. Yeah. I just read To Be a Ghost by Lutsky. It was a great chapbook read. Wasn't it? I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you liked it. It's always a risk when you recommend something and then you feel responsible for someone's bad time. It's so petty, but it's true. Whenever I recommend something, I hope that the people who read it or watch it or listen to it at least appreciate it, if not love it like I do. Most likely Jex, yes. And I am mad, Jeff, that my address doesn't allow informed delivery. That sucks. I'm shocked AF that I can still get informed delivery where I live, which is pretty rural. I'm very surprised that because I had it in Oak Lawn, Illinois, and I have it here near Chattanooga, and yeah, I like it. I like it. But then you get things that say it's media mail from Mechanicsburg, Meckensburg. Where does Levidian ship out of? And you come to the house because I was in Chicago and that package came to the house and I didn't see it. And there's no book on my desk from Levidian, which made me worry. Was there a chapbook that recently went out? Did Levidian ship out Stinger? Those are the only two that could have possibly landed, but I don't think Levidian has shipped out Stinger, and I don't think there was a chapbook that he just sent out. So, it does get you anxious. Like you do get anxious when you know what's coming. But I like it. I like knowing what's coming. Hello, Dave. Good to see you. Even though I didn't buy them on Amazon, I left my first 3 reviews for Jones and for Cassi. It's a shame how few reviews they have. I'm going to go through and review many more books from everyone. That's a good idea, man. Thank you for doing that, Jason. I think it's needed, and I'm bad as well. I review under Jill's account on Amazon, and I should just get cracking on that because the authors need it. They need the support. They need the reviews. Thanks for calling that out. Informed delivery is great, but it creates some anxiety. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I see these labels created, then really get anxious for them to show up. Yeah. The Fisherman, terrible art, but bought it because it's the Fisherman. Yeah, John Langan, Nepenthe Press. I believe that's sold out. You're saying terrible art. These are Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr.'s words. I don't know if Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. read Death Bus, but I had to send. I did a new draft, Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr., and I sent it to Mitch. And I'm really, really itchy to rewrite a bunch of it and do it again. But anyway, yeah. So I also bought the Fisherman, but only got the artist edition. Same. Those are $220 How much was it? 200 pounds. It's expensive artist edition, but it's signed by John Langan. It looks good, but Stephen Wilson Jr. is saying that the art's not good. The art is bad. Mitch spoiled it for me, jerk. Oh no! I'm sorry. Sorry. But so you're saying you don't like Eli John's art, and I know it is kind of divisive. I've seen stuff by him that I thought was awesome. And then some stuff that I'm like, okay, yeah, that's not exactly it's not my vibe, but it's, I don't know. I didn't flip through The Fisherman because I'm not buying it. Anybody figure out Mitch's clue in the latest email from Rapture? Mitch spoiled it for me, jerk. Oh, I don't know if he spoiled Death Bus or the latest email from Rapture. I don't know what you're talking about, Lance, but he's got some big news. I don't know if I could share it, what the next 2 chapbooks are going to be, but they're pretty awesome. I'm more rural, Jeff, and have it. My whole county doesn't even have a stoplight. Not a single one. I was laughing because between our house and producer Jill's sister's house, my sister-in-law, is 19 miles. We used to live like 3 miles apart. And it used to take 8 minutes, and we used to go through 3 stoplights to go 3 miles in Oak Lawn, Illinois. Now she lives 19 miles away, and there is literally 1 stoplight between my house and her house. And I have figured out a way around that 1 stoplight. And it's really not a factor going to her house because I have to do a right turn at the light anyway. And if it's red, there's usually nobody there. I could do a right turn legally. I'm not always drunk. And on the way back, you could sit at that light for a little while. But if you don't want to, you just turn left a street before the light and you could get around it. Usually it's not worth it because you drive through a little neighborhood and I don't know. I don't want to do that. I don't care about doing that. You wait at the light. The lights are motion activated. And at that time of night, there's nobody there. And it usually turns green right away. So what are you bitching about? I can get around it though. 19 miles. So awesome. So now all the assholes from Chicago will be moving here and going to mess up the place. And I really have no one to blame but myself. Another thing about doing that commercial, man, I'm like, man, I aged. Oh, stop. You're just being nice. I aged like moldy cheese. Yeah. But it's okay. It's okay. We'll get there. We'll get to JEFCON. You're going to get glassware. It's not going to be this glassware. In the swag bag, you'll have glasses. Drinking glass. A drinking glass. A chapbook. A Jeff pass. Which is going to be useful. I promise you, you will no longer have any fights with your significant other over book purchases with the Jeff Pass. It's like a get out of jail free card. In fact, Jill, maybe we should do a Monopoly illustration. Jeff Pass saves your ass. Get the Jeff Pass, and it'll only be in the swag bag. Well, I say that, but I'll probably sell some later on the site if you can't make it. But I hope you make it. Hope you can get there. The Jeff Pass. So it won't get you out of traffic lights or tickets. Like you can get tickets, but I can't get it because of the address. I'm in a townhouse that is 2A and 2B, so they won't do it. Those cowards. Anyone know about Nepenthe? I wanted to check out the site and it required a password. Wow. Maybe it was only when they were buying. Oh, something about Philip Fracassi. Really? Well, then he announced it in other places. He didn't announce it widely. But it's something about Philip Fracassi, I guess. I don't know. I'm just teasing with you. Maybe not. Where's Mitch? He could justify his existence. I saw the lettered edition being done by Jack Tulikowski. It looks beautiful. See the guy? Is he that Polish? Oh, JSEC. Yeah, no, he does fantastic work. I think I know I have something from Suntup he did. And yeah, he does great, fantastic stuff. He spilled the tea in a newsletter. Oh, rest easy in the knowledge you're probably the only asshole from Chicago in your area. No, maybe. Paul Miller made me aware of what we could do for our authors by leaving reviews. Yes. Yeah. Oh man, Jesse Garcia is going to hack the system, man. Nepenthe only required a password the first 24 hours. The password was sent to the folks who had purchased the previous book. I subscribed to Jake's website, but I never knew about that Autumn Springs slipcase before it sold out. That's fine because I hope he will do one for the better edition coming soon. Ooh, yeah, I think that's good. I did not. You're talking about Jake Goldberg, Radical Folios. I got to get caught up with him because I have not been caught up with him because there's only so many lanes in my brain, right? There's probably like 2 lanes. And a lot of times they merge into one lane, and that one lane isn't paved. And it's full of potholes, so it goes slower and slower. But there's so many people that I feel like I've neglected, and Jake Goldberg's one of them. He did the slipcase for Autumn Springs, and it looks awesome. And he will be at JEFCON, Jake Goldberg. So you get to meet him. Isn't that awesome? That's the thing I'm most stoked for. Like, we're selling tickets. And the group that's buying, the people I see buying the tickets, I'm like, yes. Like the people that are going to be there in Dayton at on Market Street. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun, and so many great people will be there. And yeah. If all the assholes leave Chicago, maybe Illinois could get back to normal. A normal sane state. Well, I'd have to move back. If all the assholes came here, I'd have to move back. But then I would make Chicago bad again. Make Chicago suck again because I'd be going back there. Yeah. I thought he only made like 2 or 3 of those and did a giveaway, didn't he? Yeah. But I don't know if he's selling them. Anybody buying a copy of The Most Dangerous Game tomorrow by Radical Folio, aka Perfect Player? That's right. Oh, God damn it. See, I'm not caught up. I have to look at that. Don't think he has actually sold any of them yet. He told me it would be a month or so before he puts any up for sale. Oh, so that's good news. So that's good news, Jason. So you're not out of luck. What is going on with my shirt? You're not out of luck. I can't button it up and cover up Freddie. Man, that's Freddie, man. Or this is Freddie. That's Freddie. That's how he's supposed to look. I'm usually soothed to sleep by your Bob Ross sounding voice, but I've got a meeting tomorrow, so I got to get some shut eye. Have a great week, everyone. You too, Phil. Have a great week. Yes, have a good one, and I'll see you next week. God willing, I suppose. I can add that. I can add that to anything. Yeah. So, yes. All right, let's get to the checklist here. What are we going to talk about after I've already talked for a half hour? Well, 29 minutes and 44, 45, 46 seconds. Is that the actual I don't have a Bob Ross sounding voice. It's pretty goddamn loud. Uh-oh. Oh my God. Okay, I gotta respond to that later. Somebody just messaged me. So I gotta respond to that. Anyway, I talked about my commercial and how wonderful it was to review my old videos and then grieve over my lost youth. And the shame of never having any quality on this channel. I see an unopened package to your right. Yes, you do. This is an unboxing. You want an unboxing? You get one. This is something I think a lot of you guys got. It never made it to me for reasons. For reasons. But this is oh, what did I get? What? Oh, that's very nice. So I got my copies of Longsight M40, which I don't know, last if you heard me talking or I was on the Facebooks somewhere asking if any had shown up. Did anybody get their Longsight? Did it ship? And a lot of people said, yes, I got mine weeks ago or whatever. So oh no, I wrote on it was on the Tyler Jones Collective Facebook group, which is great. If you're a Tyler Jones fan, get over there. So I said, hey, did anybody get their Longsight? And they said, yeah, a couple weeks ago. Steve Berman, who's the publisher at Lethe, reached out. He said, hey, man, just message me. I'll fix it. So I communicated with him, and he asked, he goes, do you have any other Tyler Jones? I go, yeah, I got Midas, I got Burner Plans. I buy them when you sell them. And I already got the signed book plates. I just never got these. He's like, all right, man. And he included in the box A Scout is Brave by Will Ludwigson. Sorry, Will. If you're ever unfortunate enough to see this video, just know I tried Ludwigson. Ludwigson. That's how I would say it. Will Ludwigson. Then why wouldn't you say Vil if you're making the Vigson a V? Well, I don't know. Maybe it is Vil Ludwigson. Anyway, I'm not making fun of you, Will. I promise you. Ludwigson. A Scout is Brave. So that's nice. It's very, very nice. I'm glad. I'm very happy. So that's what that is. Longsight. I haven't had a chance to read it yet. Here's my chance. So gonna do it. So that was the package. My Longsight made it. And I wanted to share it with you. But I'm reading Incidents Around the House. I read like the first page. So I'm going a little slow. And already on the first page, Joshua, man, I'm telling you, so Death Bus involves parallel universes. And I think writing that made me slip. I'm slipping and sliding in different universes. Some universes, it might be Jason Mallerman. But I called him Joshua. He doesn't want to be called Joshua. He's Josh Mallerman. I don't even know what I was saying now. Oh, Incidents Around the House. But he mentions Other Mother. Josh Mallerman mentions Other Mother, and that's Coraline. I don't know if you can do that, but he did it. And I'm sure it's going to be kicking. I'm sure it's going to be better than Coraline. I know. Shocked. I know. I just shocked probably a bunch of you saying that something Josh Mallerman has written is better than Neil Gaiman. I just don't like Neil Gaiman. Sorry. So any author I've talked bad about, if you respect Neil Gaiman and you know I don't like Neil Gaiman, then you can rest assured, okay, well, he doesn't even like Neil Gaiman. So I'm still as good as Neil Gaiman. Or in that protective bubble. FYI, Broken Binding subscription site has a sale on their horror books if anyone needs to pick something up from them. Yeah, I was going to Be careful. Book plates inside? No, I got them separately. Yeah, I'm going to talk about broken binding. I'll show you some stuff so you can see for yourselves. I showed someone my copy of Centipades. I guess the accent's kicking in now. Chicago accent. Hello, hackneyed Southern accent that is a caricature of anything a real Southerner would sound like. Centipades, Frankenstein, and they didn't understand why the book was so massive. Some people just don't get it. I hope you grabbed an equally massive book and hit them with it. No, I don't hope that because I can't encourage violence. And I wouldn't want you to hit them with Centipades, Frankenstein, because it's a great book. Yeah, I don't know how people don't get it. I read Longsight M40 and loved it. Put a review on Goodreads. Said it reminded me a lot of Bradbury's Something Wicked. Oh man, that's cool. I got that one also with my copy. Oh, it's cool, Mike. If I would start a YouTube channel, I would focus on Jones and Bradbury. Yeah, you would. I know you would, Jason. I read an amazing story today by Tyler Jones. If you're a Patreon of his, he sent it out. Axum, freaking amazing. Ah, damn it. All right, so you want to know about, there's a couple of Halloween sales. Patty would have you know about one, and I don't blame her because I would also have you know about it. What the hell? I don't know, man. I'm not here to say negative things about myself, but sometimes I deserve it. Oh my gosh. I am like a barely functional boy. What else? What else? Where am I at? What am I at? No. Wow. I can't make more of a train wreck of things than I have, but I can try. All right, let me see. Are you still there? What if I clicked back and you guys were gone? Holy cow. So I messed it all up. No. I gotta figure this out. I had a whole bunch of tabs open to share with you stuff that was going on, and I lost it. That's crazy. Oh, okay. I almost lost. Yeah. See, if I keep moving around. Anyway, I had, and I'm gonna have to pull it up. I have to go through my emails again and make a joke out of my existence, a continuing joke, because I had these pages saved. Oh man, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do it like that. Anyway, so Broken Binding is having a sale. If I could find it. And so is Goldsboro. But October. Yeah. Yeah, this is and I can't let you see my emails because it's so, I wanted you to see that too. Oh my god. Show prep doesn't count for nothing, I suppose. And search functions, you know. Okay. Do. Yeah, I figure wow. Okay. All right. Well, this is captivating, I'm sure. Um They have a sale going on right now, and it has all their horror books. So if you go to the graveyard, let us see a few emails. Um, yes, I would subscribe to you too, Jason. I should have said that, but I'm kind of a knob. They're not showing the sale. And I was hoping to show you the sale, but the Broken Binding's having a sale up until Halloween. And here it is. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is so clunky and so stupid. And it's all for just to show you like an email I got. Wow. Welcome to the clown show, everyone. So here it is. The Halloween sale is now live. So you can go to the main sale, you go to the special edition sale. I don't know what you want to do, but I would just be at the special edition sale. But look at what they got. They got books. Ragwort. Let me click the special edition sale. Ooh. So these are their horror special editions that since I open up a new window, you can't just readily see. But here it is. So the graveyard. These are all on sale. The Works of Vermin. What Stalks the Deep by T. Kingfisher. Coffin Moon with the sprayed edges. King Sorrow. Look at this. Look at the sale prices. Coffin Moon and King Sorrow. I have them both coming from Black Crow. And then It's Not a Cult. It's something I can picture my kids saying to me. It's not a cult, Dad. The Black Hunger right here. And then there's a bundle with the Black Hunger and It's Not a Cult. And then here we have the Halloween bundle 4-pack. And it'll have these, I believe. I showed you a bunch of these before. And Paul Tremblay horror movie. I'm shocked it's still available. But these are all on sale. The Broken Binding Graveyard. The Graveyard. So that was really just that's all I was going to show you. So it was kind of a lot of work for a very little payoff. Then there was also this. I don't know if this is something you're interested in, but Goldsboro has a sale going on, this Halloween sale. The code is Spooky20. Spooky20. So that's a sale. I like Goldsboro. They're good people. You can get a look at this. Ooh. Goldsboro Premiere? What is that? Oh. I did not see subscription wait list. Okay. Let me close that out. I don't know what that is, but it is a subscription wait list. We're currently at capacity. We're not accepting new members right now. Well, excuse me. I have a Black Colossus. I'm seriously thinking about it. Time and energy are the main reasons I haven't, but may not be able to hold off back my passion. That's good. Let me tell you, Jason, if you're going to do a YouTube channel, do it for the passion. Do it for the passion. If you really believe in what you're doing and you're having fun doing it, I totally endorse it and encourage it. Any other reason you're doing it would not be valid. And that's something exactly I would tell myself. And my channel would still be here because I would still do it because that's why I started and that's why I continue. I continue because you guys show up on Monday. If you want me to go away, don't be here. If you weren't here, I'd probably still do it. But I would be unhappy. I'd be like one of those shelter dogs that didn't get adopted. And you'd be like, yeah, I see that guy every week. He's on his thing and he's in his little cage. He looks so sad and pathetic, but I just don't have room for him in my life, in my schedule. I just don't have room. I cannot take him in. I think he needs to go to a better home. That's exactly the vibe that would be if I was doing that. Anyway, I ran an amazing. Okay, yeah. Can't believe King Sorrow is still available. I haven't even gotten it yet, and they have it on sale. Oh, by the way, we should get half money back. Yes, we should. We should get the sale money back. Absolutely. And as an update to you all from last week, if you saw me get totally shocked and stunned by what was written in my King Sorrow, specifically Stay Frosty by Joe Hill, it's exactly what I told him to write. I found what I asked him to write, and I asked him to say, to the Jeff word, stay frosty. I asked him, so he has no knowledge about this channel. He has no idea why he wrote that. He got a piece of paper. Oh, up next is, okay, to the Jeff word, stay frosty, Joe Hill. Okay, what's next? That's it. That's all the thought he gave it, which is fine. It's absolutely what I expect. So it's just, I'm an easy guy to fool, and past Jeff must have known that. He'd be like, oh man, future Jeff's going to be totally stupefied. That stupid piece of shit isn't going to know. Have I ever said the F-bomb on this channel? Have I? I don't recall. My archivist should go through all the old videos and get the transcripts and see if I've ever dropped the F-bomb on the channel. Maybe I'll save it for like the 300th episode. Just checked in Beyond the Gates. The book, The Tower of the Tyrant, Bolt On, is sitting there. Oh, Jesse. Okay, Jesse, do yourself a favor. Do not admit these things, because I will read them and I will sit there and I will implicate you in a crime, a cyber crime. And you don't want that. Just don't do that. Please don't. You swore. Oh, I did talking about Chiz. I dropped the F-bomb. Maybe I did. I can get a little bit much. I can be a little bit extra. Let me just say. I've tried to quit you so many times, Jeff. I just can't. I can't quit you either, Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. You have a pretty major role in the book, Death Bus. I was proud of that. I mean, I took liberties. I created a new name, and it's based on your time in the Navy and Loki. That, if you're wondering how I came up with the name, actually, I came up with your name in the book, because of Poe one day, and then I retrofitted it to Navy Loki. So basically, nobody's going to understand that when they read it. So anyway, yeah. They also have, what else do they have? God, I swear to God, I'm so pissed off at myself. They also had, this is coming up from Broken Binding. And I'm just telling you guys, it's not anything I'm even remotely interested in, but a bunch of people will be. So the Murderbot Diaries, I did see the trailer for the movie, and it looked hilarious. This looks like something I would probably like, but I don't know. I'm not getting it. I have too many things that I'm not in a position where I'm taking a chance on books, but I think I would like it. See, this is an addict's brain at work. This is a live look addiction, where I'm going through the rationalizations. Well, I don't know. And anyway. So this is the Murderbot Diaries. They are doing a pre-order, and only one book in the set is signed. And they are going to be, they're going to have all of this, and they are going to go up for sale November 30th to the public. So, Murderbot Diaries. If that's your jam, get it so you don't get jelly. Or so others will be jelly. If this is your jam, get it and make others jelly. There's a reason I got that on the brain. So you just gotta be there. And while I'm here, let me show you. So this was the Halloween sale by the Broken Binding. Blah 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 blah. We already did that. But also the project update. So I just saved this. If anybody here got the RSVSP, wait, cancel. Okay. It was the Mallerman project, the Kickstarter is going to be shipping soon. Jason, I know you were probably among the first to get the Mallerman mystery box. I'm a mystery box supporter as well, so I know you got one. That's going to be shipping soon. Jason, I this entirely for you. I hope you did the pledge manager and put your address in, because this thing is shipping. So this is the graphic novel for the Mallerman short story, RSVPESP. And there's all kinds of stuff involved. There's a shirt, there's some prizes, there's a deluxe edition, then there's the Mallerman mystery box, which I will unbox on this channel and show you. These are things from around Josh Mallerman's office, is my understanding. So you got to go do that. Those look better than the way overpriced Subterranean. I know. I gotta say, it's scary what Broken Binding can do. And they're not messing around. Broken Binding, Black Crow, they're delivering the special for the little. Special book, little price. Aardvark, that Aardvark edition of Autumn Springs, really cool. Twisted Retreat. Oh, by the way, here's the latest Twisted Retreat. Look at this thing. This is leather with metal corners. And this is Trading Bullets with the Devil. And it's by Kristen Cross, and Michael Streisland. And it's got stained edges, stenciled edges, so spider webs there. Metal corners, leather. It's embossed. How's the spine looking? The spine is very cool. Look at that. You can see that. You can see that. The only thing is, and it has oh shit. Is this? I thought it wasn't signed, because I didn't know, but maybe those are facsimile signatures. I can't tell if those are real or facsimile. I think they're probably facsimile. I'm not sure. But if anybody else got Twisted Retreat, let me know. If the signatures are in the exact same spot and look the exact same way, then those are facsimiles. But this is a Cemetery Dance book. Cool. And this is all $27. I mean, that is crazy how a lot of these presses are delivering they're delivering bells and whistles, and they're only charging you for the whistles. I think it's neat. And I think Subterranean Press has to take inventory of what they're doing and understand that having no illustrations, um, and just a nice signature sheet with a dust jacket doesn't constitute doesn't demand $125. Everybody's been delivering far more than that. So I just don't, I'm just not, Subterranean Press does a bunch of books. I'm not interested, regardless, but um, they really need to think about that price point. But you know what? I'm not looking over their books. I don't know how much unsold inventory they have. I actually think I unsubscribed from their newsletter because I haven't seen. Oh no, I got one. I got one today. I think I'm just not paying attention. I'm in. I'm impressed by the Twisted Retreat book box only. Might even stay on after the Fracassi. Really, that's very cool. I got that book the other day. Another CD book. I know. I'll probably get the Murderbot books. Really? I can't wait to see this. I know. Yeah. It looks good. It looks like it'll be a fun movie. I've been on Twisted Retreat, Twisted Full Box for 9 months now and love them. Oh, that's very cool. Just a reminder for all the Dungeon Crawler peeps, Book 8 is on pre-order tomorrow at Grim Oaks. Only 10,000 copies. I'm sure it won't immediately sell out, but it's there. Now, is that the trade edition? Is that? Oh, that's good. Thank you, Jesse. I'm glad you pointed that out. But is that the trade edition? Is that the first release of the edition, or was Book 8 already out previously? I've not caught up to speed. Subterranean does books I'm interested in, but they're so expensive and they're usually sold out before I know about them. I'm shut out all the way around. I'm sorry to hear that, Patty. The signatures look the same on mine. I think it's facsimile because when I went to the site, because I didn't get a signature in the book, I was expecting to see signatures on the title page, like here, and I didn't see them. And it was only upon opening the book tonight that I saw those. But I looked on the site and it doesn't say signed. But usually Twisted Retreat books are signed. So I don't know. And they're foil. Yeah, that's got to be foil stamped or something. Because how else would it be so kick-ass? So they're probably facsimiles. It's a nice book. Again, $27. You can't be too greedy. Subpress annoyed me when they stopped combining shipping fees when shipping multiple books. I would buy books for family when they had their 50% off sales. Ah, yeah. There's not enough customers to go around, and especially in this economy, to piss off customers, to rub them the wrong way. Like I'm thinking of Nepenthe and how I didn't even consider the Fisherman, even though I long obsessed over that Undertow edition and knowing how everybody talks about Fisherman. I think it would be a book I would absolutely want. And I'm probably just going to buy it off of Amazon because I really want to read it. Yes, it's only releasing on Amazon. I believe the Ace hardcover and the Grim Oak paperback are releasing at the same time, but Grim Oak will match the OG paperbacks. They did do a beautiful job with it. Yes. I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that this month was unsigned. Next month is 2 books, I think. 2 books in the full box. I'm not going to spoil what the book is, but it's the book that comes in the book only box is one I saw somewhere and I was actually vaguely interested in previously. So I'm happy to get it. I'm happy because usually, like, I have no idea Trading Bullets with the Devil, if this is good, bad, or sideways. I don't know. So I have no expectations. And that is kind of a bummer when you get, oh, it has a ribbon page marker. I didn't even notice. You can't really tell, but it's right there. Um, so that's the thing I don't like about subscription boxes. You're like, I'm not jazzed about the title. But if the title is one that you've heard of and you're sort of like, I've heard of that, and it's at least on my radar, then you're like, oh, I'm getting it. It's like, and I'll get a very nice edition of it, and it'll be, but the two books, the second book only comes if you get the full box subscription. So that I don't like. I got to be honest, to me, that feels wrong. You're doing a subscription box, you're doing book only. So you know people are there for the books, and you're slipping another book in there. That feels wrong. Now, I'm not throwing a penalty flag. I'm not out on the field going, blowing a whistle, but it nudges the line over pissing me off because it's like, keep the books out of it. Then keep books out of the full box, because the decision people are making is, do I need a book and a spoon rest? Do I like these extra items? Yeah, they're fun, but do I need them? Is that what I'm paying? No, I'm not paying for that, but I want the books because I like what you're doing with the books. So we've drawn that line, and we expect you to also draw that line and say, well, if I believe in this book enough, why isn't it the subsequent month's selection? See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But it's not rant mode. It doesn't trigger a rant. It's not going to set that off like penny bombs. You got to read Death Bust to know about penny bombs. I really, really, really hope you guys like the story. I'll have much to answer for later on, but let's just get to JEFCON first. Let's just have some beers together. Let's laugh. Let's, burn an effigy of Chismar. Whatever we got to do in December 6th. Hopefully it's a little frigid, because I'd like to have a little fire. A little fire is good. Okay. So what else do we have to talk about? We talked about, let me mark some shit off, Oh yeah, I've had enough Black Colossus to start using a little profanity. I think I'm entitled. We're an hour and 3 minutes into it. I can drop some language. So we talked about Joe Hill signing exactly what I asked and surprising me. We talked about that. Talked about the sale at Broken Binding and the sale at Murderbot, or the pre-order of Murderbot, but also the sale at Goldsboro. Unfortunately, and I did this homework for you, Goldsboro also had signed copies of Darker Days by Thomas Oldehuvelt. And I told you about that, so you can't be mad. They're sold out, and they're not part of the Halloween sale. Because I was going to say, oh, if this sale's on, you got to get Darker Days. Darker Days was published October 23rd. I'm sure my copy is making its way to me. Darker Days, Thomas Oldehuvelt. So Goldsboro won't get you that book on their sale, but they have many other books. Books is books. I know that's really stupid. SST did a pre-order. If you're on the newsletter, you know what it is. It's Spin a Black Yarn by Josh Mallerman. And yeah, the Mallerman set by Paul Fry over there at SST is just chef's kiss. So there's spin a black yarn, but then you know what's waiting in the wings. Yeah. Goblin and incidents around a house are waiting in the wings. People have shared pictures all over Facebook. So it's not like I'm spilling tea here. So SST is spectacular. And I can't endorse them enough. I cannot. So go get Spin a Black Yarn. Spin a Black Yarn, if you're not on the newsletter, and you're not Jesse Garcia, who has access to everybody's pages, you have to wait till Halloween when it is announced publicly. Okay, so let me say, so we talked about that, Spin a Black Yarn. We talked about RSV, ESP. I see a couple questions. Which hotel is most staying at, if you have heard? I don't know. I don't have access to when people book their rooms. I do know a few people who are staying at the Sleep Inn. And I would recommend the Sleep Inn. I went to both. I went to the Comfort Inn and Suites, and I went to the Sleep Inn, and they are pretty much identical. Now, the Sleep Inn is a little more crowded. The location's a little more crowded. You have a Waffle House, you have Carabella's, which is like a steakhouse, and a couple other businesses around, and it is walking distance to Referees, one of the very few bars in Dayton. And Comfort Inn is situated on a very lovely green hill right next to a cemetery, and it has a Japanese steakhouse in the parking lot. So, and I gotta say, we get sushi from there occasionally, and it's very good. The sushi is very good. So the Comfort Inn, if you want something a little more peaceful and you don't mind spending the additional $14 a night, there you go. But it is a little further from the event space. There's that. Where would I stay if I was coming here to JEFCON? I'd probably stay at the Sleep Inn. So that's where I'm at, and that's what I would recommend. That's what I was thinking. Sleep Inn, yeah. Is there an Overlook hotel in town? No, I so wish we had a Campbell's or an old hotel like what Mitch Dunn had in Tulsa. That was awesome. I would that is the one thing that grieved me about doing this JEFCON is having no hotel with a cozy old school old fashioned vibe to it that had a bar in there. But in both places there is a generous like little seating area where people can gather. So bring your own flask. Bring your own don't ask flask and just, tip them back. I'm not encouraging anybody to drink alcohol if that's something I need to worry about. But that is there are places where people can gather and hang out and talk about the day, get ready for the day, go have the day. So I did not talk about the JEFCON t-shirts. And why is this here? I'm telling you, people, there is some strange goings on with what the hell? I don't know what this is. Okay, why did that change? Okay, so no, I did not talk about the t-shirts, Lance. Thank you for I'm thinking of getting Whale Fall from SST. If you can if you have the budget for it, I would recommend it. I think that's gotten a lot of a good buzz to it, and a lot of people I respect like Daniel Krause's stuff. So Yeah, I would totally do it. So let me share this. This is the Jeff Word store. So there's where you go for tickets, but also I got JEFCON shirts. There's the JEFCON. This is like the official conference shirt. Then you scroll down, you got different colors because maybe you like different colors. We got the radiate because it's radiation from the nuclear fallout. I don't, we're this whole thing has been kind of buggy. Um, that you roll over it and you see the back. I don't really know if I want to see the back because there's nothing on there. But um, Jill has done such a phenomenal job of putting all of this together that there are going to be some bugs because we are absolutely new at this. We don't know. Jill's going as she's learning as she's going. But even still, like I adore all of these shirts. You got radiate and tank top, women's tank. Then you got survivalist. I named this one. I'm like, what's camo with a nuclear explosion? Oh, you're in survivalist mode because it's nuclear fallout. And then survivalist, but this is my personal favorite. I can't say Pennywise, but I can say pound foolish. There's the pound foolish design. Welcome to Derry or welcome to Terry. And there they all are. All the shirts you could ever want for JEFCON. And there are things we will be adding. There are lessons we're learning about shipping, taxes. I'm going to share it with you guys on this live because I know, when I do these lives, things I say are just buried within the 90 minutes. They're like a wash in a sea of words. And so they're not as quickly identifiable. So I'll tell you, when we were doing this, it was like a steep learning curve. And like I said, Jill kicked so much ass doing these. And then there's the other element of actually doing e-commerce, the design, the implementation, the website's just one facet, and that's enormous. But it's also e-commerce. Like, what are we charging? What is Printful or any other vendor charging us? And then where is that meeting in the middle? There was one sale that went through. We made 2 cents on the shirt. And we were laughing about it. We were like, oh my God, 2 cents. We're not doing it for the money. Like, it's definitely, it warms our hearts if you buy shirts and you wear them, and that's like, we take that seriously. They're expensive, and it means the world. So we're not doing it because we're like, hey, we need to pay the electric bill. Because trust me, and that's what I was saying to Jason earlier about doing the channel for passion. Because if you're doing it for profit, it's not there. And selling t-shirts from like Teespring or Printful or Bonfire or any of these other places, it's not a moneymaker. You're not retiring on t-shirt money. And one of the sales, literally, they give us our profit. It was 2 cents, and we were laughing and laughing and laughing. And then the next sale came through, and our profit was minus $6. I'm like, no, $8, whatever it was. And I'm like, oh my God, minus $8. So we had to adjust the price so we're not actively losing money on each purchase. But we adjusted it so at least we got to a break-even point, and maybe make 2 cents. But again, honestly, when I saw we were minus $8, and it was a big order, I was still happy that somebody bought all of those shirts. I'm like, God, that means a lot. It really does. Your support through all of this time and all of these years, and the fact that you come to these lives on Mondays and we all get to chat it's a lot. So I can't express how much I appreciate it. I don't have the words. But I just wanted to let you know why the prices are what they are for these shirts. Um, it's weird. It's a weird system, and maybe we didn't hack it correctly. Maybe we don't know enough. But holy shit, Jill has like a master's degree in this by now. So, um, okay. Oh, I'm okay. I messed up. Need to get larger ones. Mike, they only go up to the size we went with. We were going to go all the way up to whatever size is available, and we did the biggest size they had. We're going to figure something out, though, Mike. Don't worry, we'll talk to you. We are merging with a parallel universe. It's very possible. You spelled Jeff wrong. I've ran out of F's. I ran out of F's, so I'm down to my last F for JEFCON. You should do some prints of the JEFCON artwork. Maybe we will. Maybe we can figure something out. Did I read right that Paul Suntop will be at JEFCON? No. Paul Suntop and Paul Miller will join via Zoom. So I'm sorry if that wasn't clear. I have to rework that on the website that they're joining via Zoom. So I'm sorry. So you're not the only person who asked that. Still trying to convince the wife to make the trip, as the drive would be 12 hours. I know it's a lot, Brandon. I know. That's what it was for me to Fracassi Fest. So I know the level of dedication it takes. And even if it's 2 hours, I appreciate everybody who's making the trip a week after Thanksgiving and a couple of weeks before Christmas. I know. And I get it. The pink and yellow one looks like it could be glow in the dark. They aren't currently, but that would be awesome. That would be so cool to at least get the mushroom cloud. That's what that is. So that's a mushroom cloud. Boom, the face and the thing behind. It's like the radioactive fallout. Boom. So that's yeah. That would be fun to have glow in the dark. We dropped an F. Why wasn't I informed? I blame Mitch. I picked up 2 shirts to try and help with the margin. At work is also artwork is cool. Also, thank you. I'm very, very happy. I don't have access to everything. I just have super fast internet and spam refresh sites till it glitches on my end. Okay. That's fun. Jesse, don't tell your secret sauce. Don't reveal the secret sauce. Couldn't get Paul Fry. The 3 best Pauls. I know. Paul Miller, Paul Fry, Paul Suntop, Paul Goblersh. I thought there was another Paul. That's right. I forgot about the virtual panel. Still pretty awesome. Thank you. Hey, hearts to you too. Hearts to you too. Those are the shirts. I mean, I have an appreciation for what things cost. I also think there's got to be a better way, and I think I'd love to find it. I would love to find it. Because I think if we sold 1 million JEFCON shirts, we'd get $100. Every 2 cents adds up, Loki is calling. Stoked to see everyone at JEFCON. Later, Gators. Take it easy. Stephen Wayne Ellison Jr., a.k.a. I'm not going to say until everybody gets death bus. Man. It's been a trip, man. It's been a trip. And I got to say, at JEFCON, I'm probably going to get a little choked up just looking at people in the room and saying, this is where it all ended up. We got here. We all arrived and got some great company. I can't believe Philip Fracassi, Keelan Patrick Jones, Keelan Patrick Burke. I'm getting verklempt. Philip Fracassi, Keelan Patrick Burke, Tyler Jones, Francois Vinecourt, Midge Hull, Chris Panettiere, bibliopathologist, Stephen Wayne Allison Jr. It's all going to be there. Who am I missing? Oh my God, I'm terrified I'm missing somebody. It's just a tremendous lot, you know. It's bigger than a Black Colossus. So yeah, we'll save the speeches for December 6th. Too much of that BBC beer. I can't believe I just said that. I shouldn't have said those initials. You meant British Broadcasting Corporation. That's what you meant. We talked about Long Legs. Oh, we didn't talk about Long Legs and Bring Her Back. I saw those two movies. They were awesome. They were awesome. I think Bring Her Back was brilliant because it was the smartest movie with the most graphic violence I'd seen in any movie. Usually, you don't get both. You don't get to scratch both itches. You either get gore and horror or you get super deep intellectual bullshit. They usually don't line up like that. The closest movie that came to that was probably Hellraiser. And still Hellraiser was deep only because I read the novella. So I understood the levels that story was operating at. But when you watch the movie, you don't get that pursuit of passion to your destruction. That's what it's about. You just get like, ooh, scary demons are summoned by a toy and they rip you apart and they say cool things. They say zingy one-liners. So you don't get it like at that deep intellectual level. Bring Her Back brings it all. And the violence and the elements of the movie aren't they're not schlocky. You know, it's not just like, hey, let's work this in here to make it really horrific and awful. It serves the story. And it's like and it's just the way it's shot. So I loved it. And Long Legs was good as well, but I thought it was what the kids call a little bit more of a try hard or a sweat. That's gamer language. And it was just a little too needy and pushy. Little bit, not much. Not much. I just felt like some of it was pushing the line into clownish. Nick Cage's role and the FBI agent, the way she was super spacey, and I know it served the story, so that's why I forgive it. And that's why I get why certain direction was given for the roles. So, but overall, I would say Long Legs was at least an A, maybe even a B plus, and Bring Her Back was an A plus. Man, that was just great. So, amazing movies. Bring Her Back is the best horror movie ever, in my opinion. It was so damn brutal. It's my favorite. There you go. I mean, you said it, Mike. That was Bring Her Back was. And because it didn't insult you, like all these movies that like feel like got to spell things out and spoon feed you the story, so pissed me off. But that one was, it had some amazingly gruesome visuals. I know, and again, it wasn't like just there for shock value. Like you get it, you understand why that was happening. It was so good. Horror movie, The Eyes of My Mother is disturbing. Well, thank you for that recommendation. Up next for me, I think, is going to be Weapons, but I'm always open to new. Is that it? TV show on HBO worth watching? Now, Welcome to Derry. I've seen there's a chat going on right now that I'm part of, and the fine folks in that chat were saying it was really great, but they don't see how the show can keep up that pace. So I got to watch that next. I'm going to make Jill watch it too. And she'll say, you can't tell me what to do. You can't. You're going to die before me, and I'm going to laugh on your grave. She says that every time. She looks at me. She has a big cigar. She's like, and she blows the smoke in my face, and she says the same 3 words to me every time. Every night before I go to bed, she blows cigar smoke in my face, and she says, men go first. That's what she says. She told me before, nursing homes are filled with women because men go first. Men go first. That's why you've never heard her on the channel, because that's what her voice sounds like. And then she puts a cigar out on my back. Men go first. Fell asleep during it last night. Boring so far to me, although I missed the second half of it. Really? Well, Mike, I think you missed the best part of it because, at least according to this chat. Anyway, Weapons is very good, but slow to build and not really horror for the first half. And then it takes off, and the very end gets gruesome as well. I heard it was based on a true story, so I don't know. But there were 3 movies I had been bitching about. I want to see Longlegs. I want to see Bring Her Back. I want to see Weapons. And I think Jill's just like, I got to shut this bitch up. And so we watched 2 of the 3. And I think Ian, my son, wants to watch Weapons as well. Funny thing is, we always ask the kids, you want to watch with us? And we always get no. And then I asked my daughter, I already told my daughter about watching Bring Her Back. And she's like, you never told me. Oh, so now we got to see the movie and determine it's really worth your time before. So, yeah, it's all complicated here at the Terribles. Together was pretty good also. Together? What's Together? I felt pretty mad during the beginning, but you have to watch the entire show. Together? That's a new one to me. Just like a horror movie, The Eyes of My Mother. But I'm going to write that down because I'm going to forget about it. The Eyes of My Mother. Okay. Recommendation for a movie. But I never heard of Together. Together movie. Huh. I'm going to write that down. Together movie. Okay. What I like about Together is it's 3 words in one word. To get her. Together. Anyway. Hey! Oh my God. Chismar sucks. Yes, Jesse, thank you. To close out the night with a Chismar sucks $1.99 donation. Thank you. Oh man, that's really sweet. I appreciate it. Chismar does suck. He also blows. He sucks and blows. So yes, I think I talked about. Oh, one last note: A Child Alone with Strangers paperback is coming out very soon, shortly, imminently, tomorrow. I don't know. And it features a bonus short story and a new intro by Clay McLeod Chapman, or is it Clay Chapman McLeod? Don't know. That's what a Black Colossus would do to you. I think it's Clay McLeod Chapman. But anyway, tomorrow, A Child Alone with Strangers. Where do I get a signed copy? Anyone know? Well, you buy it on Amazon. Then you come to JEFCON. Oh, that rhymes. Buy it on Amazon. Come to JEFCON. get it signed, get it written in by the man. Or you just come to JEFCON. I'm sure he'll have copies. He'll sit there and he'll say, who do I sign this to? But Jesse, you already met Philip Fracassi. You're probably good. I don't know if there will be any sign. Maybe it'll be on up there on the altar site. I don't know. Go there, check it out. I did not see the first movie from Bring Her Back crew. Talk to me. Did anyone see that? I wanted to see that as well. Talk to me. Oh, is it also very good? That's great. I can't go. I'm sorry, Jesse. I wanted to shake your hand and thank you for all the heart emojis and then stuff like Chismar sucks. Yeah. But I want to see all of you. A24 film. Can't wait to see what they do at Altar. I know, that's exactly what I said. Bring Her Back was A24. I didn't know about it. I heard the buzz. I heard it was a good movie. When I saw it was from the South Australian Film Company or Film Festival or whatever, when it was doing the rolling credits, I told Jill, buckle up. The horror movie that comes out of Australia is gonna, Wolf's Creek, stuff like that. You're gonna sit down and it's gonna be rough, but you might make it through. But then I saw it was A24. I'm like, oh, badass. And then you just sit back and you like, yeah, this is gonna kick ass. It's gonna be well worth my time. So I was so happy to see that, and I cannot wait to see what they do for Altar. Was hoping he'd be signing those as well as his Autumn Springs book signing tour. Yeah. Talk to Me is on Netflix. I'll have to see that. I'd love to go to Jeff, but can't do it. Actually have a gig that Saturday. Oh, Mark. I was so looking forward to seeing you, man. Can I lay on the guilt? Oh, Mark, really? You'll have many gigs. There's only going to be one JEFCON. There may never be another JEFCON. This is it, folks. End times. JEFCON now or never. And then when I announced JEFCON 2, that son of a bitch. Well, I mean, no, I'm serious. I don't know if we'll ever do this again. It's something. I do know where I want to have it. There are two places I'd want to have it. I would try the first place. And if I get any bullshit from them, I'd peace out and I'd go to the second place. But the second place is like, well, this year it would have been $4,000 to rent it. So unless I hit the jackpot and I can rent a $4,000 event space for JEFCON, this could be it, folks. This could be it. Have a blessed night, everyone. Till the next one. Take it easy. Take it easy. I feel like crap about it. Oh, don't feel like crap. I'm kidding. That's what triggers me. Like I don't ever want to leave people feeling like crap. We will miss you, Mark. You would be somebody who, and Mark, I'm not going to say it. Because there's so many things I want to say, but I spoil things. I'm not going to say. But anyway, don't feel like crap. Talk to Me is great. I bought the hand from A24, top tier shelf candy. Thank you, RA, for being here and speaking up and being such a great supporter as well. Big time. And I got to see Talk to Me. Jill and I were talking about that as well. Next one will be JEFCON with 2 F's. I added an F. JEFCON. No, I think if we do the next one, it'll be Mega Jeff. Because once you have JEFCON 1, that means nuclear war is imminent. So the next one might be Mega Jeff. And then maybe the next one will be Jeff Jam. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. Let's get through this one first. And if I'm feeling masochistic, we'll do another one. But this is the one, man. This is the one. Anyway, we need Fracassi Fest 2 and JEFCON 2 all in one mind-blowing event. That would be fun. I joined late. Got to backtrack to find out what the Duff Bucket bestowed upon Beef Daddy. You know all the language, RA. You know all the language. You're going to get a kick out of it. I'll save that for you when you backtrack. I'm not going to spoil it for you to know what is in this glass. And with that, we will call it a night. As always, you thrilled you're here. I'm flattered and stunned that you spend your Monday nights here talking books, talking JEFCON, Philip Fracassi, Tyler Jones, Keelan Patrick Burke, all that stuff. I'm glad we found us, and I'm glad to be here for that. So if anything else, anybody else got any other business to attend to, write it down. We'll address it a week from now. Until then, be good to each other. If you're going through a storm, just guarantee you'll be better on the other side. And stay frosty.